Hey, I'm Alex Rome, and today I made Bass House. And I don't even know if I know how to make Bass House. I just kind of threw some cool stuff together, put some dubstep-y wobbles in there, and called it Bass House. So you're going to be the judge on if I won or failed miserably. Oh yeah, and I'm going to give away some cool presets on my website, alexromesound.com. So, yeah, the presets that I use in here, actually, so you'll get to see them. So let's go. The presets are from Serum, and I'm going to stop talking now because I really want to show you this. Bass House. No, it's just starting to get cool. Come on, please, please, please. It's just starting to get cool. Oh my God. It's just starting to get epic. I bring in the hi-hats, the gas mask choir. There you go. You got the end of it. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Alright, let's get to it. So, how did I start this? Well, I started with a drum loop. You know, I threw in the kick, then I made the ghost kick immediately. Then I threw in the clap snare that does not go with this beat at all. But I was trying a new layering technique that is from Nicky Romero. I think I showed it before on this channel. I don't know. I watched a new video that went up of him. It was an interview where he shows how to layer your clap snares. So I have a snare and a clap here, and you can see the kick. So if the kick is right down the center here, this clap snare is before the kick and after it, so it's not directly above it. Makes the kick shine through. Really cool. And then, let's go back to the beginning here. I threw in some hi-hats. Yeah, the low end of the kick went away, I know, but we went to the beginning, which is where I automated out the low end. And there is no velocity changing here as I typically do. And the reason for that is because I sidechained them heavily. And it kind of takes the place of having to do a bunch of velocity differentiation. So then I concentrated on my left ears and my right ear hits. I forgot to pan the left ear to the left ear hits to the left ear, but I threw in some extras. You know, very housey stuff. Very housey stuff. Not really. It's not really dubstep stuff. It's more house stuff. These sounding extra hits. Let's see the compressor action. Very punchy. Cool stuff. All these drums I made with Ultrabeat. Their Logic Pro X is Ultrabeat. So they are available to you if you have Logic Pro X. Since you're watching my videos, you probably have Logic Pro X. Okay. Very cool stuff. All they are, though, is supersaws. You know, I made supersaws a million times. You should know how to use or make supersaws after watching my channel for like 5 minutes. I made these supersaws with Serum. Just got a saw wave and put the unison up to 16. I did some stuff here that doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter, but you can, you know, there's so many ways to get this sound. This is the high-pitched supersaw layer, so together, it's a low-pitched and high-pitched sound. So moving on, at bar number 9, I threw in this sound. This is like the first dubsteppy sound that kind of came into it. All this is a supersaw, I believe, with a single saw wave kind of on the lower octave. And I threw on some bright white noise on the top. And then I brightened up the high end and cut the low end. It's cool stuff. So this comes in halfway through the intro. So the intro starts out like this. Then I throw in, oh yeah, and the single coolest riser you could ever make. Made that one with Sylenth 1. I think Sylenth 1 makes the smoothest risers, and it is just a supersaw that hits in triples, not triplets, triples. So the kick hits right here, and these are kind of hitting in between each kick. So then we get into the goods. This epic bass line. So let's take a look at this EQ because it's kind of wild looking. So if you see this peak here, the reason I put that there is because there was a big dip there. So if I turn this off, you can't even see it. What's the point of this? Hold on. I got to, let's get this nicer EQs just so you could see it. I'm not actually using this. I just want to show you the frequencies. So see this dip here? I use my EQ to kind of brighten that dip out, round that dip out. Kind of like that. Effects, just reverb effects. Just to add to the atmosphere. I just took simple drums from Ultrabeat and added a bunch of reverb on them. And yeah, that's it. There's that sound again. My favorite sound in the world. So now we get into the cool stuff. The simplest wobble ever to make. I'm going to give you this one. So I'm not going to show you how I made it because I just kind of messed with the knobs and came up with a wobble. It's tough to explain how I made that, but I'll give you those. I'll give you this. Another thing I'll give you are these. So I don't know how I made those either, but I made them with Serum. But I never made dubstep-y sounds ever, and I never make them because I don't like them. I mean, I like them, but I don't like to make them. It's not fun to me. I like making like melodic stuff. But it's interesting. I used all the tactics that I know and all the tactics that I teach you guys every day. And I was able to form that intelligence, that knowledge together and come up with this stuff. It's all the same stuff. So if you see, like, you guys know how I always brighten the highs and cut the lows. I did that to make this dubsteppy sound brighter. And also, I just made a pluck. This is just a pluck, a typical pluck, but I used a different sound wave, and that's really it. You know, I kind of do all the same things, and it works for other genres. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let's move on here. What was that stabby thing in the background? These are just those pads from the beginning. Just automated. Threw some automation on the cutoffs. Looks like that. And then I threw this guy in there. That's just a super saw. Nothing you guys should have an issue with. So now I start getting a little more complex, throwing different elements in here. So this is it's gotta be my favorite sound in the world. Oh, that's cool. That is just a super saw with a high pass modulation filter on it, but the high pass filter is modulated. That is a square wave. Just cool sound. Just threw that in there miscellaneously. Didn't really have any plan with that. Just it. And then here I take our wobbles that I already taught you how to make earlier. Or I didn't teach you how to make, but I'm gonna give you. Yeah. And I just made two together. And then I threw these. Those are just Serum. Another major key to success here is everything's sidechained hard, like really, really hard. So it makes it bounce. It gives it nice bounce and power. So sorry I keep sniffling. I got allergies, man. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. And then I started bringing all the percussion that I already showed you in the end here. The key here was to just bring everything in and give it its own spot. Nothing's really layered. It's just kind of in its own spot, which kind of fills out the mix. So that's how I made this one, and I hope I won. I hope I did Bass House. Bass House for the win. ElektronSound.com. Talk to you soon.